Ever wondered why some characters feel so real they stay with us long after we close the book or finish the show? That's called the magic of well-crafted character depth. Today I'm giving you 8 powerful ways to make your characters unforgettable with examples and detailed advice to change your writing game. And trust me, you'll want to stay tuned for number 8 because it's a game changer. Not only is it the most crucial tip, but it's also packed with detailed exercises to boost your writing skills to the next level. Let's dive in and unlock the secrets to creating characters readers can't forget. Number 1. Understand what multi-layered characters really are. A truly layered character isn't just a hero or a villain. They're a mix of strengths, flaws, wants, and fears. Multi-layered characters feel like real people because they have conflicts, secrets, and desires that aren't always obvious. Think about characters like Amy Dunn from Gone Girl. Amy is charming, manipulative, and deeply insecure, and as we peel back her layers, we're constantly surprised and unsettled. She's not good or bad, she's complex. Another example is Beth Harmon from The Queen's Gambit. She's a chess prodigy, confident, and calculating, but her layers include trauma, addiction, and deep loneliness. These parts of her character add tension and depth, making her unforgettable. To build layered characters, think about their public persona versus their private fears. Ask yourself, what would they never admit, even to themselves? To build a multi-layered character, first write down 2 separate lists, one of their positive traits and another of their flaws. Next, think about moments in your story where these traits can come into conflict with one another. For example, if your character is both ambitious and compassionate, they might face an ethical dilemma where their ambition pushes them toward a decision that could hurt others. Show them struggling with that decision and let the reader see both sides of their personality. Number 2, use inner conflict to create real depth. Inner conflict is a powerful tool for adding depth to characters. Inner conflict is the push and pull between what a character wants and what they feel is right. Think about T'Challa from Black Panther. He wants to honor Wakanda's traditions, but he also feels the need to protect the world beyond his nation's borders. This tension creates an emotional struggle that makes T'Challa's journey so engaging. Another example is Katara from Avatar: The Last Airbender. She's compassionate and believes in forgiveness, but when confronted by the person responsible for her mother's death, she's torn between her values and her first thirst for revenge. These inner conflicts pull readers or viewers in because we too struggle with conflicting emotions. An effective way to show inner conflict is by putting your character in situations that challenge their values or beliefs. Start by defining their core values and ask yourself, what situation would force them to choose between 2 equally important values? For example, if they value honesty but also loyalty, you can put them in a situation where telling the truth could betray a friend. Number 3, give your character a rich backstory. Backstory is the foundation of character complexity, but it's most effective when revealed gradually. For instance, Breaking Bad's Jesse Pinkman doesn't just start as a typical rebellious teen. We learn through bits of his backstory that he's been neglected, struggles with guilt, and has a longing for acceptance, all of which makes his actions more understandable. Similarly, Wanda Maximoff, Scarlet Witch, in Marvel, has layers of trauma, loss, and a desire for family that drives her choices. Her backstory explains her vulnerability, strength, and even her darker actions. For your character, backstory should explain why they behave as they do without overwhelming readers with too much information at once. Crafting a backstory can start with just 3 key events that shaped your character's core beliefs. These events should reveal aspects of their personality or explain why they have certain fears or desires. Then determine how much of this backstory you'll reveal to the reader and when. Rather than an info dump, use dialogue, memories, or actions to reveal it. One great exercise is to write short scenes from your character's past. These don't have to be part of your novel, but can help you understand their motivations. You can also create a backstory timeline, placing key events in sequence to better see how they shape who your character is today. Reference these events subtly in your story to deepen character without slowing the pace. Number 4, build dynamic relationships that reveal layers. A character's depth often comes through their relationships. How they interact with friends, family, and even enemies can reveal hidden parts of their personality. Take Stranger Things 11. She's tough and guarded, but her friendship with the group allows her softer, more vulnerable side to emerge. These relationships reveal aspects of her character that she wouldn't show on her own. In The Office, Michael Scott's relationship with Dwight reveals Michael's loneliness and longing for approval despite his goofy, often clueless persona. To make your characters feel real, let their interactions show different parts of their personality. To make relationships feel authentic, consider each character's unique view of the world and how it clashes or complements your main character. Write scenes where the relationship grows or changes due to conflict or mutual discovery. Show your character opening up to a friend or mentor and let their vulnerabilities and fears surface in a natural way. Number 5. Craft a believable character arc. A character arc is how your character changes over time. This can be positive, like learning to overcome fear, or negative, like losing trust in others. In Breaking Bad, Walter White's transformation from a mild-mannered teacher to a ruthless drug lord feels believable because it happens step by step, driven by clear motives. In The Hunger Games, Peeta Mellark's journey is subtle but powerful. He starts as a boy willing to die for Katniss and ends up a survivor who has faced torture and manipulation. A well-developed character arc makes characters feel like they're growing, not just reacting to events. To create a character arc, start by identifying your character's point A to point B, where they begin emotionally and where you want them to end. Think of 3 or 4 pivotal moments that will push them along this path. These moments should force your character to make difficult choices, reflecting their growth or decline. An exercise that you can use is to list out your character's beliefs or core values at the beginning and imagine how each event in your story will test or change these values. Let the character's inner struggle in these moments reveal how they're shifting internally. Remember, every change, no matter how subtle, should feel earned, not sudden. Number 6. Show contradictions in your character's actions. Human beings are full of contradictions, and your character should be too. A character might be brave in front of others, but struggle with self-doubt when they're alone. For instance, in The Mandalorian, Mando is a fierce warrior but has a strong, unexpected softness when he's with Grogu, aka Baby Yoda. This contrast deepens his character, showing that he's more than just a bounty hunter. In To Kill a Mockingbird, Atticus Finch stands firm on his morals, but he's also willing to bend his own rules to protect his children. Contradictions like these make characters feel real and relatable. To explore contradictions, write down your character's primary trait and then write down its opposite. For instance, if they're a strong leader, explore moments of self-doubt or insecurity. Then create scenes where these contradictions play out in different settings. Number 7. Give your character a unique voice and mannerisms. To make your character truly unforgettable, give them a unique voice and distinct mannerisms that set them apart. A memorable character has a way of speaking or acting that instantly feels like them. Take The Catcher in the Rye's Holden Caulfield. His casual, cynical tone and distinct way of seeing the world makes him unforgettable, pulling readers into his perspective effortlessly. In Big Little Lies, Madeline's snappy, sharp dialogue reflects her fiery, often impulsive personality, while Jane's quiet, reflective speech hints at her cautious nature and painful past. By giving each character a distinct way of speaking and moving, they come to life on the page and feel real in the reader's mind. To create a unique voice, experiment with the character's vocabulary, sentence structure, and rhythm of speech. Ask yourself, does your character speak formally or casually? Do they use short, blunt sentences or speak in long, winding phrases? For mannerisms, think about your habits that are specific to your character. Maybe they always check their watch, constantly adjust their clothes, or avoid eye contact when they're nervous. You can also give them a memorable gesture or reaction. For example, if your character has a habit of cracking their knuckles when they're stressed, use this consistently to show tension. Try to reveal these traits naturally through action without forcing them into the narrative. These small details become subtle indicators of personality, making your character unforgettable. Number 8. Make your character's goals matter. The strongest, most unforgettable characters have goals that drive their every action and reaction. These goals don't always have to be grand. They can be deeply personal, unique, or even a secret that motivates them. When a character's goal matters, readers feel invested in their journey, rooting for them to succeed. For example, in The Pursuit of Happiness, Chris Gardner's goal is simple yet profound. He wants a stable life for his son. This goal drives him through every challenge, and viewers feel his desperation, courage, and resilience every step of the way. The goal might be basic, but its emotional weight is huge. When readers understand what a character truly wants and the stakes involved, they connect deeply with the story, seeing the character's successes and failures as crucial moments. Goals that are well-defined and meaningful make characters unforgettable because they have a purpose that shapes every decision and interaction. Ask yourself, why does my character want most in the world? And what are they willing to do or even sacrifice to achieve it? Start by defining a primary goal for them, something that is personal and emotionally charged. Then, add smaller secondary goals that keep the story moving. Goals can vary widely. Maybe it's something massive like saving a kingdom, or as intimate as finding inner peace after losing someone. Each goal should be clear and act as the engine that drives the character's actions and growth throughout the story. Here's some additional tips for making goals compelling. Link goals to emotional stakes. Make sure your character's goal isn't just about what they want, but why it matters on a personal level. If they fail, what's at risk emotionally? This will resonate strongly with readers. Next, use obstacles to test resolve. Goals are only as compelling as the obstacles that stand in the way. Create situations where the character's resolve is challenged, forcing them to choose between comfort and growth. These moments of choice reveal character depth and determination. Let goals evolve. Just as people grow, so should a character's goals. As they face new challenges or gain new insights, allow their primary objectives to evolve. This change can show personal growth or introduce fresh conflicts that keep readers engaged. Goal-driven characters resonate because they show a sense of purpose. They're on a journey that readers want to see through to the end. Giving characters meaningful goals transforms them into unforgettable figures, ensuring they stick with the readers long after the story ends. Crafting complex, multi-layered characters involves more than just traits and backstory. It's about creating inner conflicts, rich relationships, and letting them grow or change as your story unfolds. Remember, every character's complexity is what makes them unforgettable and keeps readers invested in their journey. If you found these tips helpful, let me know in the comments how your character and your story is multidimensional. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep on writing.